Good afternoon, guys, and welcome to the latest video. Hope everything is working okay. It should be. It seems like it is. Welcome everyone to the latest video. Like I said, I thought I'd put up, as you can see from the title, another car boot sale haul. I really enjoyed doing the one I did yesterday with Beck. Obviously today she was at work, so it was me by myself. So I went out today while she was at work and picked out a few items, so I thought I'd share them with you guys. Some of them are pretty cool. I'll get on with the hellos as well. We've got Falling on the Bruise saying, you know, with us in spirit, but she has to drag herself around Sainsbury's. Etic 85 Falling into Space, 0121 Adrian Woods, 95472 Pickers, Emma Hurd, Michelle Izzard, Blitz, Nick is in here as well, Southwest Sellers. So welcome everybody. There is an echo. If there's an echo, let me know. There shouldn't be an echo. I'm not playing any sound through anything. Let me know, guys, if there is an echo in the chat. If you can, that would be great. Blitz says, is that why there was nothing at Billsborough? It was a strange boot sale today, guys. It didn't seem like it was particularly good. That it didn't seem like it didn't seem that great. But again, I didn't get that many items. But what I did pick up, I think, was pretty cool, and I will be sharing with you like the little pieces that I picked up in just a moment. Let me just get myself ready with some of the items I've picked up. Okay, it says I need to change the resolution. Is everything looking okay? It should look okay, hopefully. It's a bit weird. It's telling me the resolutions. I think I might have messed up the resolution a little bit. Interesting. Let me know, guys. Is it kind of looking okay, the stream? Let me have a look at the stream. Actually, mute that. It looks fine. I don't know what it's complaining about. Yeah, it's got a few little bars. I need some soft furnishings to deaden the echo, says Southwest Seller. Yes, I do. I will sort that out at some point. That's why I like to use the headset. But yeah, it does echo in here quite badly. We can't really get any more furniture in here anyway. Anyway, guys, let me just start showing you guys what I picked up. Now, the very first thing was, I hadn't picked anything up. I was looking around and I spotted on the ground PlayStation and what looked like PlayStation games. So I was really excited, went over to it, as you can guess, and I saw Crash Bandicoot. And then in a second it dawned on me that it was all fake games. The games were all copies. They were all single jewel cases with photocopied front covers. And I was very kind of disappointed. The seller, to be fair, didn't actually try to make out they were real, and they were only 50p versus the legit PS2 games they had, which were like £1 each. So that was it was just a bit unlucky, you know, or a bit disappointing. And what I did was, instead I saw in the box that they actually had what's it called? They actually had a PlayStation 2 Slim. So not in the best of condition, but this is early on. You know, when you're early on at the boot sale and you kind of just want to make sure that you pick something up. And I got this PlayStation 2 Slim. It got it with the power supply, the AV cable. They didn't have a proper controller for it that was official. This was the only official Sony controller they had, so I picked that up instead, because you can always do with more controllers. And I paid, I think it was £7 for this, and it's really icky. If you look at it, it's not in good condition. And it's got some like gunk on the back as well. And that was just to get me going, you know, like, you know, when you want to just break your duck. I always find I always find that I want to kind of get going and start finding stuff. So that was the first thing I picked up. So it wasn't actually a particularly good pickup. It was just, you know, it was a pickup. They do okay. You know, you can still get about, if you wait, clean it up, official controller, you can probably get about £35 on eBay for it. So still some profit in there. So that was one of the things. What's everyone's find of the day? I got a new sealed Monopoly Vegas for £3. Sells for 142 on FBA. That is a pretty amazing find. Blitz. Best thing I got was a few Crash PS1 games. So people are sharing what they got in the chat as well. That's fantastic. Looks fine. You look tired, says Sunny. Yes, knackered. I really am. Beck's actually asleep at the moment. Niall says, I gotta go, neighbour is cutting my lawn, I need to watch him drink a bit. That's understandable. Yeah, Beck's actually asleep at the moment. When she came home from work, she was knackered. We actually went into town as well to pick something up, and we got stuck in traffic. It was a horrible journey. We got home, we're just a bit tired, but I wanted to do this because I was kind of excited. I'm happy that the boot sales have started again, so I can start doing these hauls. Shabbatron says, got Zelda Ocarina of Time statue for £69 on a buy and swap site, got it delivered. The sword broke, but still got 385 for it. Wowza, would have gotten 700 if it wasn't broken. That is incredible. That is incredible. Okay, so that was my first pickup. That was the PlayStation, so not amazing. Now, second pickup. Now this is actually quite a good pickup, guys. Just show you. It's a Humax free sat box. Now, if you see Humax as a brand, you should be interested. You should be more interested if it says DVB and HD ready and those kinds of words. So you can see it's got on that side. See, it's got FreeSat HD there. And you've got the DVB logo, HDMI logo. So obviously the more current something is, the better it will be. Now, it's got a HDMI socket. It looks pretty much unused. It's even got like cellophane on the front display. It's got the instructions, and it's got the remote control as well. You can see the remote control as well. Now, I got this, and I got these bits as well, an audio cable and a power supply, an Apple iPod power supply for £8, which is very good. I should be able to comfortably get £35 for that, which is pretty amazing. It's a nice easy flip. Satellite boxes do tend to go quickly and they go for decent money. And Humax is a good brand, like I said, so well worth keeping an eye out on that. Let me just put that down to the side. Ooh. I did research a couple of the items as well to show you. So with that £8, as well as that satellite box, I got this cable as well. Now, stereo cables are worth picking up. I'll give you guys a quick idea of this. That's the same cable. So, you know, that sold for £20 plus shipping quite recently. So that alone will more than put me in profit on the £8 I spent, and then the 35 odd I'll get for the Freeview, the free sat box is good as well. So that's really cool. You know, definitely worth picking those things up. Let me just switch back to the webcam browser. And I also, like I said, picked up this Apple power supply. Worth picking these up, guys, as well. They're becoming more and more difficult to find. You'll often find them in a box of just wires and bits. Like I said, that AV stereo RCA cable and this were in that box, and I just bundled it with the satellite box, and I got them for £8. This is like a Firewire socket charger. You can probably get about 12-13 quid for that piece as well. So only small bits there, but you know, nice little bits of profit, to be honest. Let's have a look in the chat. Shabbatron says, "Wow, not entirely. Someone's trying to sell a similar one for 1,500." UK resale asks, is there still money in PS1 consoles? Yeah, I mean, you can still get some money from them. Yep, sold the same one for £35, says Darren. Well, Nick's game's really gone up in price 3 days ago. Yeah, that's going to continue to go up in price, definitely. Next item, actually gaming related as well, but nothing magical. But GameCube games. None of them are very good titles. I'll just show you them all. None of them are valuable. There's Spider-Man, Lord of the Rings, Star Wars, Enter the Matrix, Jimmy Neutron, and Robots. It's just I don't see GameCube titles out and about nowadays. So when I saw them, I was pretty happy to. Hey, honey. I was pretty happy to pick these up. I just thought, yeah, why not? Because not often, and I got them all for £3. So 6 games for £3. 50 pence each. Probably about the right price for them, because they, like I said, some of these they're like £3-4 maybe, I don't know, something like that. Nothing great, but they're all complete though. So you've got your Spider-Man game there. It's got user manual. It's all there. Same with the Lord of the Rings game as well. You've got Clone Wars as well, complete. Good old Enter the Matrix double disc. It's still there. Jimmy Neutron, they're all there, so it's just nice to see GameCube games. I haven't seen them for such a long time, so to get all 6 for £3, 50 pence each, I was pretty happy. Moving on, another gaming pickup. If any have unscratched VIP points, can ask a bit more for the GameCube stuff still, says Darren. Oh, that's interesting to know. I'm sure that if they've got them. I don't know if they've got them or not, but if they do, that'll be cool. I'll have a look later, but I don't know if they've got those. But yeah, it's so cool to see GameCube stuff at a car boot, and it's not very often. But I got this as well. This is pretty cool. It's a really mint condition DS. The hinge is still intact. The screen is very clean as well. Everything's there, and I only paid £5 for it. The reason why I was happy to pick that up was because I don't know if you guys have gone onto your growth section on your your seller hub. One of the items that came up was I've got this really overpriced mains charger for a DS. I think for some reason, I don't know why, but because of all my price changes and messing around, it's somewhere up at around £12 for this charger. So it's never going to sell compared to what other people have got theirs for. And it just popped up. So when I saw this, I was like, oh, I could just bundle the charger with this and make a little bundle and sell it. It's in really nice condition. So for a £5, that's a very nice pickup as well. So far I've shown you the satellite box, the AV cable, PlayStation. Yep, pretty cool. Next item I want to show you is a Furby Boom. I got this for £3. I picked one up a couple of weeks ago, and I saw this one today as well. It's really cute. They're really cool toys. I've not tested this one yet, but it looks in good condition. I'm hoping it will be fine. The battery's probably inside, and hope it's not corroded, so I'll have to double check that. But on eBay you can do okay with these. Like I said, I paid £3 for it. Here's an example of a similar one. The Crystal series sold for £20 plus shipping. So I was nice simple pickup there. Little bread and butter style item, I thought. Okay, now this was quite weird because this was later on in the boot sale. So okay, just go into the chat quickly. Never went to the car boots today. We'll be going Hope Many next week. I'm not sure if I want to sell them just yet. Well, nice pickup. Oh, okay. Hyperpick, I was talking about his as well. Okay, the GameCube games. Fair enough. Okay, let me just get this sorted. Bear with me, I'm just trying to get all my screens together. I'm not as organised as I would like to be, but where's the surprise in that, guys? Alright, so this was quite a cool pickup considering it was later on in the day. I mean, just to give you guys an idea, I got to this boot fair at around as around 6:30, I think, or something, or probably just after 6 actually, something like that, probably about 6:15, 6:20, and I didn't leave there until about 9. So I was there for about over 2.5 hours walking around this car boot. And it pays to just do laps, because you just see things, people put things out. I got this Sony CD player for £4. I was very happy to pay that, not because of the box, because as you can see the box is torn and it's been stored in really poor conditions. It's got all kinds of gunk over it, but the reason I was happy to pay £4 is because the actual machine itself is immaculate, down to the battery compartment as well, absolutely immaculate. You've got you've got the original mains charger. It does have the earphones. It's even got the inline remote control as well. So it's a complete setup really. So for £4, I wasn't going to pass that up. And again, what I can do is I can just show you guys what I can expect to get on eBay for that. There you go. So from £4, this guy sold his for 29 plus. Well, that was with free shipping. Doesn't seem to have the mains charger on that one, so it was a bit like, I think I could probably get a bit more than that, to be honest. Probably be shooting for 35 or 40. So I'm pretty happy to pay £4 for an item like that. And that came out at a stall that I wouldn't have normally. The rest of the stuff that he had wasn't anything that I'd be interested in, so it was quite nice to see that. It was one of those days there where I ended up spending like all my money as well, which is pretty good. Question from Ryan Fitness Lifestyle question: do you tend to list your stock now straight away, or do you have a bit of a backlog you're going through currently? Currently there's a little bit of a backlog, but it's more self-created than just because I've got that much stuff. I do have a fair bit of stock, but not like loads. We're running pretty lean on the main store at the moment. I've got a few items to list. Yeah, we've got stuff that we could be listing. There is a backlog, but it doesn't need to be a backlog, if that makes sense. But this stuff I'll try to get listed this week at some point. Paul Foster says, hi. Darren says, think I sold mine for $29.99, same price. Yeah, brilliant. So $29.99 is a good price for that CD player. Kirsten Curiosity says, afternoon to everyone as well. Treasure Pirates in the chat as well. Welcome everybody. Really appreciate you popping in to so I can show you guys my pickups. So that was pretty cool, that CD player. Nice to see that. Not often I see those. Now, this is a really nice pickup. It could have been a mega cool pickup, but it will end up being just a nice pickup, I think. Now, okay, I think about a couple of weeks ago, I bought this. I bought this camera from the car boot for £10 or £12, and it came with some really horrid lens on it by Sirius. The lens has got all kind of, it's just mucky. It doesn't work properly with the camera, so I was unable to fully test the camera. I couldn't change the aperture, I think it was. I couldn't change the aperture on it. I could just zoom in and out. I was all manual, I had to use it. So the camera seemed to work, but I couldn't 100% be sure that it would work, because it wasn't, it doesn't communicate with the lens like this, because this lens has no electronics that this camera can understand. So, but I paid £12 because I thought, well, body alone, even if it's faulty, we'll go for that. Working, these bodies go for about 70 quid, and now I know that this body is fully working, so from £12 that's going to be going for 70. So the reason why I know that it's fully working is because today I picked this up. This is really cool. There was a guy selling a couple of lens bits. I think he had this and he had like an adapter. I should put this back on the camera actually, because I left the cap somewhere else, I think. Okay, so yeah, there was a guy selling this giant lens. It's a 70 to 300mm lens from Sigma. He's got the box with it as well. So It was literally the last thing I bought actually from the boot sale. This is the last thing I bought. It was this guy took the last of my money pretty much, which was cool because I was tired by then. So this is like a 9 o'clock pickup. Now he was only asking £25 for this lens, which did get me worried. But he actually bought he bought his camera with him. He had a really nice Nikon D700, and he demoed the lens to me. However, I don't think the lens is in pristine working order. The reason why I say that is if I switch that on, let me just, there's an, you'll hear, you can hear that. That's the autofocus. So the autofocus works. Don't you know? You can see it works. But that sounds horrible. I think that's like the gears or something. I'm not sure what that is, but it works really well though. The photos that are coming out from it are nice. The lens is clean. There's nothing growing on the inside. It does work in every way, but that noise is. I don't know if that's legit or not. I mean, but yeah, it's a huge lens. I mean, you know, it's like a huge lens. I mean, like, that's a really huge lens. Yeah, I mean, it's epic. So I paid £22 for that. Now it's working, so I'm not completely disappointed. But that noise is a little bit worry. Could you not put some sort of lube on it? Asks Chris. I don't think there's any kind of that I'm aware of any kind of that thing. Darren says that's Chris's answer to everything. But yeah, I mean, the shame is if I switch to, let me just switch to the webcam browser view, you will see that someone has sold one of these lenses for £179. That's the same lens there. So because it's got image stabilization on it as well, so it's a really good lens. But because this one's got that grinding gears type sound, I'm gonna have to obviously mention that, and I'm not sure how that's gonna affect the value. But from £22, yeah. Yorkshire reseller says, think that sounds like dirt in the gear cogs. Yeah, so it's going to need a service really, isn't it? Yeah, it is a big one, says Nick, it is. But yeah, so I don't know how that's going to affect the value. Yorkshire reseller, if you've got any advice on that, I'd really appreciate it. But yeah, I'm not sure how that's going to affect the value. A 179 for a good condition one. I'm gonna probably have to. Well, I'm gonna obviously mention the noise, and then see what offers I get. Maybe, I don't know. But for £22, it was worth it because now I know that this works, and you know, the lens works as well. So that was a really nice pickup. Ryan says, yeah, my autofocus is noisy. Not as bad as that though. Yeah, it's pretty crazy that noise. I wouldn't really be happy with that noise. It's still a good buy. Yeah, I mean, I think for £22 it's still a good buy. But it would have been even better if it was working perfectly. I mean, it works functionally. It works, but eventually that's gonna go wrong, isn't it? Because of that kind of friction sound. So yeah, still pretty happy with that. Now we're gonna get onto something that Rebecca saw this, and when she came home, and she had a big smile because she thought, that's typical. These are probably my favourite pickups of the day. They're so crazy big. This is so epic, guys. Check this out. Oh. Now, you thought the lens was big. Check that out. This is so epic. This is a giant action figure, I suppose. There you go. That's Stone Cold Steve Austin. He is an articulated. Look at that. Ooh, he's an articulated, to some extent, action figure. He's 31 inches tall, so he's absolutely huge. Is Stone Cold Steve Austin. Really huge action figure. These are new. You can see it's got its box. It's still got his straps on his feet as well. Pretty epic. And I bought this one, and I got this guy as well. That's Seth Rollins and my buddies. I might have a new profile picture. Beck will have to be somewhere in the background. These are my buddies. But yeah, they're huge. I did pay quite a bit for these. I think the guy wanted £17 a piece. But I said how much for both. He didn't really do me a great deal when I'm thinking about it. I paid £14 each for them, so £28 in total. I was happy to pay £14 because I think that knew they were worth a fair bit more. And they're still kind of they're new, so they're new. They're both new. And I've done a bit of research, so let me just put them down. There you go. I'll keep Stone Cold up because he's my favourite. Okay, let me just switch to the other view. The one on the left looks like you. Oh, I wish. Seth Rollins is a handsome lad, isn't he? Okay, let me just switch to the browser. Okay, at the moment, there's not been any sold of these. These are called Big Figs from Jack's Pacific. So like I said, they're 31 inches. There's someone actually selling one new using these stock photos. Why do they have rubber gloves on us, Darren? What have they been up to? I think that's just how they come, Darren. They haven't been up to anything that would need these gloves. But yeah, I've seen this listing here. The guy who's listed it is just using stock photos, which don't look particularly good. I think he's actually uploaded a screenshot from his tablet by the looks of it, or his phone. That's what it looks like. But he's already on £20, 6 hours to go plus shipping. People are asking from buy it now 50. Some guys trying for 80, which I think is too much. But I think that either way, there's profit in these. I reckon you want to get 40 to 50 at least on each of them. And I think obviously if you take some nice photos, make it more appealing rather than just using stock photos, it might help. So yeah, pretty cool. Southwest Seller says move over MJ. I hope MJ is hiding. Yeah, he's in the shed. Takes me back. I served Stone Cold Austin a drink in my bartending days, says Death Piles. That is one of the best stories. Just that is an amazing story. Serving Stone Cold a drink. Yeah, Stone Cold's a legend. Absolutely love him. Z, what happened to No, says UK reseller. I don't know. Question, when do you use buy it now and when do you auction? Well, most of the times, Gary, I will just use buy it now because the information is already there. So if you've got concrete information that what you're selling has sold numerous times for a certain price, then you can either at least try to get that price or even raise the bar higher and ask for a bit more. So like auctions are for things that I suppose you're not invested in as much, or obviously you look at Nick's cartridge auction, something that's unique, something that's really going to demand it, where you don't know where the final value is because it's so unique. Most items you're going to be able to place a value on, so most things that you sell regularly you're going to be able to place a value on. So I think for most items I'll be happy to just use buy it now. But if I ever came across something that was so uniquely rare and in demand that I couldn't set a price on it, then auction would be good for that. They've murdered MJ, did not want to leave fingerprints, says Southwest Sellers. Yeah, that's what they've been up to. 340 shipping seems cheap on that big figure. What do you think, says Ron? Yeah, I would probably... well, it depends if it's over a metre or not. I think... it's probably close to a metre, but I don't think it's over a metre. If it's over a metre, then you could get in trouble, I think. But they're pretty cool. So I was really happy with those. let me just move back to the webcam view. Okay, how's that? There we go. Yeah, so pretty cool. At present, watching Joe Cartoon Monkey look very funny, says UK Research. I don't know what that is, but okay. So that was pretty much all of my finds, apart from one more that I've got to share with you, which I'm pretty excited about as well. A bit of a risk sometimes when you haven't got a lot going on. In terms of it, there's not like loads of pickups, the boot sale's not as huge as normal or whatever. You know, sometimes it pays to just to experiment a little bit, and that's what I did with this item here. This was quite a cool pickup, actually. I think this is a guitar by Recording King. So Recording King acoustic guitar. And this is a Rodeo Sweethearts guitar, it's a really cool looking guitar. Now, I paid £30 for it. The guy wanted 35. I did try 25, but he wasn't having it. So I got it for 30. And what I'll do is I'll show you what it looks like. If I can just move Seth Rollins out of the way there. Yeah, this thing is epic, actually. I don't want to break it. Okay, it comes boxed, it's unused, it's got its a songbook, and also there's a certificate of authenticity inside the songbook as well, which is meant to be there as well. So it's got a certificate of authenticity as well. And what I'm going to do is just lift it up and show you the guitar in the box. There we go. It is so cool. So it's called a Rodeo Sweetheart guitar, and you can see it's got this really cool graphic on it. Excellent, really nice. The strap there, everything's there, the strings are there. Give us a tune. I don't know how to play. There you go. That's it. It needs tuning, I think. but yeah. Like I said, I saw this couple's stall and they were definitely into their Americana. What caught my eye to the stall was there was already a lady there, and she had they had these really cool cowboy boots, and cowboy boots can also be quite good value. But they were really worn. There was one nice pair, and this lady was just making a deal on it. She'd bought like a jack and this cowboy boot, the pair of cowboy boots, and I was like, oh, that's a shame, I missed out on that. But then I was walking past again, and again it was one of those things where laps pay off. I was walking past again, and then they'd put this out on the floor, and I was like, wow, that's pretty cool looking. Having a quick look online, and I do mean a quick look online, I think there's someone that's attempting to get a sale at 200 because they're starting an auction at 200, which I think is a bit. It's a bit dream world. I'm not sure that that's gonna happen. I've not seen the same guitar sell before, but what I have seen is someone get. I've seen someone get £90 for a similar one, and they didn't have the box. So let me just show you what that looks like. So here is one which has got a different design. You can see this is like a cruise ship liner design, and you can see they've got the guitar and they've got the certificate of authenticity, but they don't have the box. They don't have the songbook that would have came with it. So I reckon, considering they got 90 plus shipping, and there's a guy trying to get 200 by starting his auction, and he's saying his is new. I'd say mine's kind of new. It's just been sat in the box. Box packaging's a bit, worse for wear. But I think that I should probably be aiming for around maybe the 150 mark and put like best offer on it perhaps. So that was it was pretty cool. It's just not something I've picked up before or dabbled in before, but I thought it was a nice, interesting little find, and I wanted to share it with you guys. So overall, I'd say it's been a pretty productive day. UK Research says that thing is epic. Yeah, it is pretty epic. I've got to put it down carefully without smashing it or something. There we go. So that, I think, and that was my final pickup really. Nice graphics on the box, says the Hyper Picker. Nothing ventured, nothing gained. Yep. Jason Enwis asked which car boot did you go to. I went to Billsborough, Jason. Where do you get stock in the winter if no car boots? Charity shop only? Ask Gary. Auctions find car boots which run all year round. There is one local to me here which they charge like a £5 to get in. Well, it's not local, it's about an hour away, in Clitheroe. They run all year round, I believe, so there's always those options. Auctions obviously as well. It's got a barcode, check Amazon, says Ryan. Not a bad idea. So UK Reset, you must remember the Bean song was a follow-up hit by Z to One Night in Morley's. Yeah. I'm glad that that's being discussed in the chat, I suppose. But yeah, guys, that was pretty much it. I don't want to keep you any longer. So, hope you enjoyed it. If you did enjoy it, please leave a comment in the comment section. Jason, Jason Entwistle, I think you asked. I went to Billsborough, not. I didn't go to Windike today. I should have, but I was just too tired after doing Billsborough, to be honest. But yeah, guys, if you enjoyed it, leave a thumbs up, leave a comment in the comment section, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Thank you for watching.